Thanks for tuning in to the first episode of Beauty and the Beast. This is pertaining to the male's role in a relationship. I have my girl Char here. She gonna kick it from a female perspective. We gonna kind of like give you a little insight on your invite of what's going on out there. So how you want us to bring it to you, man?
Well, listen, man, just tell us, man, real quick. You and I talk a lot, right?
All the time.
Because we be representing that Mecca media all day. You always say that sometimes society has gotten the situation kind of mixed up just a little bit. How they put the woman in a male's perspective, and usually they should be in a particular perspective. Tell me as if me and you on the phone at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh Lord, imagine that. But anyway, from where I come from and how I was bred, it was always an understanding that the man was always the lead. Not to say that he controls his woman, but he is the lead. It's just like at the end of the day, a lion loves his mate and his cub, but he's still a lion. And he has to portray that at all times. He never can back off of that for any purpose.
So what you mean? You can't be soft?
No.
Wow.
You gotta be hard on time.
Hard on that?
You can
So
be,
if a lady tell you, get in touch with your feminine side.
then I don't need to be dealing with her.
Explain why.
Because see, she understandably so she's suggesting that there's a feminine side to my aura, which is virtually impossible. You understand? So I'm trying to, let her know this is animal, this is what you get. I know how to treat a woman, but at the same time, you cannot make me diminish my manhood in the process of treating you like that woman.
Okay. So I have a question.
Okay.
So you saying you know how to treat a woman.
Oh, here we go.
So explain to me, from being a man, an animal, how do you treat a woman?
Not a animal, the animal.
No. Okay, the animal.
Okay, let's get
Tell
that
me
straight
how
right
to
now.
treat a woman.
Well, see, one thing about it, as a man being a lead, we still have to understand that a woman should always have a voice and to give her insight on what she expects out of the situation as well, so you can come to some type of medium.
So my question to you is, what does a woman expect?
Well, every woman is different. So in order for that man to truly understand what a woman expects, he has to, when she decides to go verbatim with him, he has to be man enough to listen to her, get that insight on what she wants, so he can better, present himself to her in that manner of which she wants to make the relationship stronger.
You better say it, black man. You better say it. What do you think about that?
Okay, me,
Yes.
being a lion, I am sitting here, and you guys know, if you haven't checked it out, you need to check out, you know who it is, my co-host, Animal, and check out the Lion's Den. And I am a lioness myself, so you got a lion and a lioness. So my role, I'm not trying to be funny, I'm a protector, I'm a lover, I'm a hunter, I'm a provider, all that in a bag of
Now,
chips.
you're talking that from a lion's. Explain them, because a lot of brothers are going to get confused. Why would a lady say that? You're talking about from a lion's perspective, right?
I'm talking from a lioness perspective.
Explain what
I can never be a lion.
Explain the difference between a lion and a lioness.
Okay, where they getting it misconstrued, because the government gives the women money so they can live in public housing, so they can get these public checks. They, give them everything so they can have it in their household where they can sustain without the male. Okay, the black male is what I'm referring to. All right, because I know we got these interracial couples and all those things going on, but I'm talking about my community, who I am. I'm talking about they give them all these amenities and everything to keep us in that slavery mentality, to keep the black male out the family. All right? Okay. So when I say it is from a lioness perspective, period, yes, we're hunters. We're going to go out. We're going to get the food. We're going to provide the meals to make sure that the family and the king eats. All right? We're going to protect the household. We're going to make sure no outsiders come in and disrupt how the household goes down. If you come in where they say us black women are crazy, no, we're just letting you know, if you're a true lion, we're going to protect what comes in, because that's in our nature. We're hunters. We're going to stand up and fight before the male even gets to you. Because really, you want to fight with me before you want to fight with my man. Because at the end of the day, ain't nothing I can do about it when he get to you. At the end of the day. So you rather hear my mouth, my gibbering, my jabbering, my all that. Because once he gets to you, it's a, I told you. You didn't want him messing with you. Yes, I'm just saying.
So, Animal, first off, Char, thanks a lot, man. Man, that was dope. So, Animal, tell me a question. Let me ask you a question.
Throw it at me.
Is it possible for you to deal with an alpha female?
You know, for me, it's very much possible. Actually, I would prefer it because it puts me in a position where I have a woman that shows her strength, and that just brings up another aspect to my strength.
You won't think it'll be any conflict?
No, it won't be no conflict because I know how to deal with that. You know?
Can I enlighten on that a little bit?
Go ahead.
The problem is there's no such thing as an alpha female.
Okay.
Take it how you want to take it. There is no such thing as an alpha female.
Why is that?
No, you cannot be the alpha and the omega. That is only my Heavenly Father himself, which is all male. Yes, he's masculine and feminine within itself, but there is no separation. You are not an alpha female. What it is you are that rib, the rightful rib to that man, and you know how to back him up the way it is supposed to do. So when he says a certain thing, all you do is fall in line and do what you're supposed to do at the end of the day. So you can never be an alpha female.
Oh my God, is she teaching, brother?
Man, I couldn't have said it no better myself. I've never heard it quite put like that from a female perspective, but that's kind of what it is.
His was a trip.
You know?
The way Char looks and how she carries herself, you wouldn't think she was a good woman like that. To understand that when her man is speaking, she ain't gonna talk over him. She ain't gonna yell at him. She ain't gonna be like, I got my pointer, all that stuff like she just said. She understands that who he is, she needs to nurture the man in him. And let's speak about nurture real quick. A lot of people feel like nurturing is an old school thing. But you as a woman, you know how to nurture your man. Tell me, if your man come home, what do you have waiting for him coming through the door after a long day's work?
Well, at the end of the day, if he wants breakfast, and I know he eats hard-boiled eggs and only turkey bacon and wheat toast, that's what's going to be waiting for him. If he says, I don't want breakfast today, I'm not going to cook him breakfast. He might say, I just want some orange juice, be butt naked, and be in the bed for me. If that's what it is, that's what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, my thing is, they say a happy wife is a happy life. This is my thing. It works both ways. Because if you make your mate happy, he's going to make you happy. So I feel like a happy couple makes it double on the bubble, and you know it's never a rubble. That's how I look at it.
You better say it. Ain't no damn trouble.
That's madness right
hey,
there.
Animal.
I don't even know how to come.
How would you like to come home to something like that?
Oh man.
Come home from work, you got a thong wearing Char, or well, it can never be Char, but a thong wearing sister like Char. You're right.
That would be glorious, to say the least. You know, I've never had the privilege of really being entitled to something like that. I don't know why, because I feel like I deserve it, but we're not even going to get into the personal animal thing, you know.
Right.
Just leave it at that.
So listen, man, real quick. So, in closing, what you got to say to the future Miss Animal? How can she, give me the top 3 things that she have to come with to make you happy, that she can never falter on? Top 3.
Well, first of all, she needs to throw away all them European views, you know, on life, because that's not the way it goes down in my castle. You know, you have to understand, I am the black man. I'm gonna be the king. I'm gonna be the king even if I'm the only one in there.
You better say
so
it,
when you come in there, you have to fall in line and understand your place. You know, I should never, as a man, have to tell you that. You should already know. You know.
Some people say that's what's that thing? Sexist.
No, it's not sexist. It's only sexist because of the Western world's viewpoint.
You better say it, black man.
It's just totally different from the way it should be. People need to get back into contact with the way it was in the East.
Where we from?
It got to this point.
Right, you better say it, brother.
You know, that's where the biggest problem is anyway.
That's animal right there, baby.
You know.
That's number 1. Give me number 2. That they gotta come with.
But you know, I am somewhat of a narcissist, if I should say so myself.
You being honest today.
Hey, you gotta be honest, man.
Right.
You know, I want that woman to always. I'm a body freak. I'll just say that, to say the least. You know, if I'm out here banging, keeping my body up, keeping it in shape and whatever, I expect that woman to not only support that, but be a part of it.
She can't just say, here's a salad. She got to be lifting weights.
No, hey, I mean, she's not. I'm not trying to have no damn rock lord, because that'd be just like being with a man. I ain't changing my line of work, but But to understand that a woman, a feminine but strong, sexual woman, is very much appreciated by one such as me. That's why, if you notice, in the world of bodybuilding, most of those bodybuilding men have women that also perform in that same category.
Okay, so give me the last one, number 3, that she got to come with.
Well,
she got to cook.
Well, that would help.
Is that number 3?
No, that I don't necessarily put guidelines on a woman's cooking. I mean, because nowadays women and cooking, that don't seem to go hand in hand as it once did. So I'm not going to.
Scooby Doo on you.
Yay.
Hey, wait a minute.
Hold on, youngster. Youngster. What I'm suggesting, I'm not saying you in particular, baby.
No. A lot of people know. Because, see, y'all looking at the pop like a jock and clap your booty. You know what I'm saying? Going off of that reality show.
And you know what? I like this. I like that conflict of interest. And I knew if I couldn't get it from nobody else, I can get it from this one.
Sure, Johson, tell everybody about that point he was just talking about. He said he don't expect. He's expecting that women in the 2000s, and they cooking.
No, they're not women. Okay, they're plastic punani's. Okay, they're watching reality TV. They're looking on YouTube. They're getting fake tatas. Mine are real. You understand what I'm saying? They're getting fake. They're getting injections. They're trying to be the Kim Kardashians. Do you understand what I'm saying? They're trying to be those type of females. Hold up, boo-boo. Those of us that grew up in Edgewood, in Akron, Ohio. That grew up in, The Bottom in Akron, Ohio. They grew up on West Hill, on Wildwood, and Madison. Big ups to Chino Nino, because for he made a song about that, the Matty Block. Those of us who grew up in that era, let me tell you something. We know how to cook pork and beans. You know what I'm saying?
You know, cook salmon patties?
Salmon patties, pork and beans. We remember the government cheese. We make them bomb grilled cheese sandwiches and all that stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Chili cheese, French fries out of homemade red potatoes where we cut the potatoes up. You know what I'm saying? Got the chili cheese from, it wasn't Save-A-Lot, because Save-A-Lot wasn't around. It was Aldi's at the time, or IGA. We went and got
Bilo.
Did
you remember that?
Yes. You understand? Chop them onions up. With that free government cheese, where we got the cheese grater, did that stuff. Made some bomb chili cheese and fries. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
That's the funny thing about that government cheese. I wonder did the government spike that government cheese and put something in it that would make us susceptible to certain ailments that was all of us seem to go through later on in our life. I wonder if it was one of those type of
don't put it against them.
Hey, I'm just saying.
They about to get us tapped.
I'm just saying.
I don't know, because the government cheese and the government peanut butter was good to me. But at the end of the day,
don't mean it was good for you.
Okay, to me, if you're not growing it yourself out in the garden and tilling and plowing the fields like our ancestors did, ain't nothing good for you.
Let me ask you a question. Give me your top 3 things a man gotta have real quick before we get.
Okay, the top 3 things that a man gotta have real quick before we go. This is my thing. Understand me. Listen to me. Just understand me. Not put me in a category with everyone else. I mean, do you understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's it. The second thing is...
What was the number 1 thing again?
Understand me.
Okay.
Don't compare me to no one else. I'm my own individual. There is no other Char. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, I am not competing with another chick, and she cannot compete with me. That's rule number 1 with me. When you do that, I'm lost. Okay.
What's number 2?
Number 2, real talk. If you can touch me in a certain way, my body go, ooh, you in there, you in it. You got to get with me mentally before you can get to me physically.
What's number 3?
Number 3, have a plan for us. Not just for you, but for us.
Proper planning prevents piss poor performance.
Take us out of here, Animal.
Well, this has been our first session of Beauty and the Beast, and I had the opportunity to go head to head with my girl Char, and I look forward to doing this a little bit more, because that's a little enlightenment on my behalf as well. So I want all you to tune in to AkronHipHop.com so y'all can get this little insight for your invite. And we bring it to you week in and week out. So hey, if you have relationship issues and you need to get it from the 2 best that there is, hey, tune in.
And just understand so that you know that's beauty and I'm the beast.
Woo!
It's your girl. The knowledge you can't get from college. Have some fun, get something
I'm
done.
beauty?
Make a media.
I don't know how to take that, baby.
Got up, baby.